welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Natalie Poole, the softball coach at the University of Memphis, and coach getting ready for fall ball, fall schedule, clinics, all kind of stuff. And we'll start it off talking about the big event you've had here the last few years, and a good game last year as you held NPF, almost got a win over them, but the National Pro Fastpitch team coming in again.
We're definitely excited about that. We thought that was a great game, great for the community, great for our girls, and it was a very competitive game. And so we're excited about playing some great competition, getting the community out and getting them involved and being able to play some people other than ourselves.
Tell us about what goes into getting this National Pro softball team to come in, because they just don't go anywhere.
Yes, we definitely have been lucky. We have a connection with someone that's local that's been helping with the National Pro Fastpitch League, and so because of that, they've enabled us to be able to host them, and that's been a great thing. And so it's nice to get them down to this part of the the United States, to get them into the city of Memphis and be able to play some good competitive softball. And as we go out into some of these communities, some of these kids want to see this. They need to see this. They need to see how competitive softball can be. And
it gives you not just a fall game to play, it gives you a fall game to play against elite competition.
Absolutely. There's nobody better that we could play at this point, and the best of the best.
Tell us when, where, and when you've got a clinic going on as well.
We play on 2 Saturdays. From this Saturday, we play at 7 o'clock at night, and we play at the First Tennessee Fields out in Cordova.
You also have a clinic involved with that, and I know that's always big for the kids, not just to get to watch the game, but to kind of interact with the Tigers and this team.
Last year they had a tremendous showing, and there's nothing better than to listen to a person that's experienced things at a national level and a professional level, be able to explain to you the inner workings of pitching and the mental game, and the skills of catching and hitting also. And so those kids are very intrigued by that. They know that they're getting good information, and so there was a lot of excitement there last year and just a great turnout.
Now, the night before, I believe you're going to have a match with CBU, a doubleheader. Where is that going to be, at the Tiger Softball Complex?
It will be, and we are happy about having them, being able to host them. So, it's a local team, and not only that though, but it'll be the first opportunity for our girls to get out and see some live competition, two games, get our kids out there and get them ready for the NPF.
Let's talk a little bit more about the fall schedule. We'll just touch on it briefly. I know you'll have a trip up to Austin Peay. You'll actually, I believe, play a game at CBU. Then you're going to go over to Conway to play UCA this fall.
We are. We played UCA in the conference I came from. They have a great team. My concern is that we get the innings. Last year we didn't get some of the innings I would have liked to have seen in the fall, and so I'm happy about being able to get our girls as many innings in as possible, being able to put them in as many situations as possible, defensively, offensively, base running, pitching. And so we're just going to try to create those situations for them, let them work their way out, not be as concerned about wins and losses per se as we are making sure that we get better and that we grow and we focus on strategy and all that.
Sprinkled in after these clinics, or after these games, you do have some clinics left. You can go to gotigersgo.com and get more information, but you have, I believe, 3 left, 1 each month.
We do. We really enjoy doing those because they're much smaller scale than some of our typical clinics. It gives us an opportunity to really do some individual work and be able to help develop some athletes and just give them an opportunity to come to campus. And so we've enjoyed doing those once a month, and they're either on a Saturday or a Sunday, and they are on the internet where you can see, we don't try to charge an outrageous amount really. It's just about getting kids on campus and being able to give them some good instruction.
Well, let's go back a little bit and then look ahead, because the last year at this time when we were talking on the show, it was year one. You're still trying to learn a lot of stuff as far as logistics, who people are, who do you contact, getting together with your team. It's year 2. I'd imagine things have settled down a little bit.
They definitely have, and I think some of the early stages were both exciting, and they were also, I was very unaware of what we were going to have in terms of talent and competitiveness and all that, and we went through some growing pains last year and a lot of adjustments that needed to transpire, and that's okay. That's part of year 1. And year 2, we've moved in at a much calmer place, and We definitely feel a sense of urgency about getting better, don't get me wrong, and now we are able to really focus on that. You know, half our team played for me last year, and so there's no surprises about what we are going to do, how we're going to approach the year, what we want to accomplish, what wasn't good enough last year, and where we need to go. And so they've just taken the younger girls underneath their wing. We've got some good talent that we've brought in, and I'm excited about it. Our sense of chemistry has grown, and I think that we are working really well together. We inter-squatted this past weekend, and we only had one mental mistake in the entire game, which was nice to see. We really played the game strategically well and under control, and we had a few mistakes behind the plate, but that's an area that I do believe will get better pretty quickly. And we've got two coaches that were former catchers, so that's going to get right, you know. So we're going to be okay. I really feel positive about it. The main thing is that we've got 3 pitchers this year. That's a little low in staff for me, and so we just need to stay healthy in the pitching department, and we need to make sure that we're where we need to be.
Offensively, what are you looking at this year? Because I know, if I remember correctly, last year your pitching was fairly solid. Sometimes the runs weren't there that you needed.
Definitely not. We were not an offensive group that was impressive by any means, and you know, a lot of changes that needed to take place. I feel like we were very undisciplined hitters at times, and we just need to get better all the way around physically and mentally. We do have some good kids that I think have come in that I believe are going to be offensive contributors for us. We also have more competitiveness at some positions, which is going to raise a level of, again, some urgency about getting things right offensively. And some of the girls who played for me last year already are ahead of the game and are starting in a better place than what they did last year, both mentally and physically. So we're going to be a better offensive team this year. And
going back to when we first started talking about year 2 in this interview, I guess it kind of works both ways. The players know your expectations, how you're going to run things, how the program is going to go. I guess it also gives you an opportunity within the last season to learn the different personalities.
Absolutely, and the girls that we've recruited, we had time to get to know them, and so now we are in a much better place relationship-wise with them, you know, how to get the best out of them, you know, what they expect from us, and so there's really no surprises, so it takes away all of that time, and now we can really, you know, gain some ground a lot faster.
But first of all, get out there and check out some of these fall games, especially that NPF game out at First Tennessee Fields in Cordova.
We don't play at home a lot this year between the fall and the spring, and so when we do get an opportunity to be at home, we definitely would love to see people out there to see us play and just see some excitement around the sport.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck this fall.
Thank you.
That is Natalie Poole. You can get more information on the softball fall schedule, especially the NPF games at First Tennessee Fields on GoTigersGo.com. For Natalie Poole, I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.